don't know video games, and neither do we. I'm going to start again. You don't know video games. Just a minute. I don't know how to speak. You don't know video games. We will have our crosses to bear. But hopefully, me not being able to speak won't affect you from listening to this podcast. Of which, what?
I don't know calculus.
Really?
No.
I don't know Jack.
I don't know how to write in cursive.
I know Jack.
You know Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Cool guy.
Good person.
Yep.
How's the wife?
Really likes cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe?
He's from America.
That's a bit racist. Anyway, we're here to talk about video games and all the things that they entail, such as pitching a revamp of a video game, but with a twist.
Yeah, a different genre maybe?
A genre.
Genre?
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 Genre.
Oh, I met him.
Don't you mean a Genry?
Oh, Jacques Genre. I know Jacques Genre.
Yeah, genre no?
Brayden, you know Jacques Genre, don't you?
I do, and for everyone listening at home, we just cut 20 minutes of the show, which was just them going back and forth on that.
Jacques Genre. A good friend of mine. Jacques Genre. You may have known Jacques Genre as the inventor of the callops. Floppy, tell us about the callops.
Well, that's polyps.
No, it's very different. Very different. Remember the callops for your pet?
Yes. What?
You know, the callops.
No.
Anto, tell us about the callops.
I have no idea what you're
You
talking
know
about.
about that callops.
Is that the thing that goes on the bottom?
Yes. That Jacques Genre invented.
Underneath in the kind of cups?
Not the cups. No. It's more like that track. You know,
track.
the pet track.
Like
That Jacques Genre invented.
Are we talking about that whole like illegal underground racing thing that you started for house cats?
No. That's
but can we go back to that?
no. You aren't going to mention
Because
that.
you owe me
I'm
money.
talking about Jacques Genre, the philanthropist, the inventor of the pet track.
Pretty sure we're also going to have a quiz show, and we're probably going to talk about the retro challenge. Oh, and Game Club.
All that and not much more. Sorry.
Remake of Concord.
I'll bring that up next, but don't worry about it.
I don't think that's anything, to be honest.
I'm going to talk about something.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think I know what you're going to talk about.
But Michael Towns, one of our beloved Patreon supporters, he's the lone member of the
Townsy tier.
The Townsy tier. That's right. Michael Towns has an ad read. So here's his ad. Floppy,
What?
read Michael Towns' ad.
There's nothing written.
Well, you gotta think fast.
Hey, do you like Game Boy games? Do you like potentially Game Boy games that were not released officially by Nintendo? If that's your jam, you should head over to Hack the Dino, click on the little link for Game Boy games, and go play awesome games such as, Ben.
The floppy game.
Yeah, Anto.
F2, the Flopolyps.
Bonesy.
Which I don't think is called Bones.
It's
No,
not,
it's
but it's
Avcon
what,
something.
Yeah.
No, that's a different one. It's
No.
Avcon 2019.
That's
Brayden,
right.
can
Yeah.
you think of one?
Bonesy's called Farewell.
Farewell, that's right.
Brayden can't think of one. How about Scary Maze games?
Scary Maze game.
Yeah.
And you can play these in a browser. You can also, if you would like to support him, purchase them physically. He has these wonderful little carded Game Boy games. They look beautiful. Like they're actually...
I think I'm going to have to get Concord in one of the carded ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can support him, allow him to keep doing the things that he loves to do because he's a weird guy that does that.
Michael Towns in the live chat has just said, I demand the next Townsy ad be read in the lyrics to Inform Me by Snow. Okay,
So like...
Michael Townsy, I lick it boom boom down.
Game Boy games.
Game
I
Boy
lick the Game Boy games. Anyway, head on over, Hack the
Put down your
Dino.
pants, look up me bottom. Nah. What?
HackTheDino.com
It's actual lyrics.
to check out Game Boy games.
Do it.
You can also, while you're there, head on over to our Patreon if you'd like to be a patoot.
I didn't see this.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
If you would like to also have an ad read out for something that you do,
Yep,
within reason,
within reason. Legal.
by all means, join the Townsy, the
Townsy
Townsy
tier.
tier.
Yep.
The TT.
Or you can be a producer, in which case you get to join in the game club. You get to
Give us a
give us a question for the They Don't Know Video Games. And you get to have high fives and join the special chat that me and Dylan the Villain have.
Dylan's
to
actually just popped up.
to
Hey,
all
Dylan.
have a good time and have a good chat and a good talk to everyone. But isn't it great? Michael Towns, Game Boy Games.
Hell yeah.
Ad over. Begin. Next part of show. Hello, I am Ben, not robot. Welcome to our show. You don't know video games. Video games good. Me, Ben, not robot. Not Roben,
Bad.
but Ben. Hi, human.
Yeah, he said butt Ben.
And that's how you know I'm not a robot.
Don't be sorry, Dylan. We're just glad you're here, my friend.
So I just want to point out, there has been a rumor, and it is a rumor, so it's unsubstantiated, but I need to gloat.
There's been allegations.
There's been some allegations.
But no collusion.
There has been some. There has been some words spoken or typed
China.
that. Would you two stop, or I will smash your heads together and make one pussy ball.
Like
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Stop it! No, like I'm deadly serious. I will fucking kick your ass. Okay. That's as serious as you're going to hear me on this podcast. Concord, there has been some movement in its coding or something or other, techno-babble that I don't understand.
Some of the Steam infrastructure data has been changed.
Thank you. Which suggests it might be coming free to play.
And that's how clickbait works.
Yes, but if it's true, I was right. This whole Concord thing was just a marketing exercise.
That's an expensive marketing stuff.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. But it's funny.
You wait. You wait.
Oh, I'm be happy to prove wrong. But if that is the biggest gamble that anyone has ever taken, ever in the history of gambles.
That's some pretty conspiracy theory level shit. I think it's just a case of they went, oh shit, this isn't working, pulled it, and then they're making it free to play, and that's just a decision they made then.
No, Brayden, I'm right.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah, see? I can be right-wing too.
Wait, hang on. Was your prediction the whole time that it was never going to release as like a paid game? It was always going to be a free-to-play experiment?
My prediction was that they knew it wasn't ready. They needed more time, so they released it.
Instead of just delaying it.
Yeah.
That's what?
No, because Delayed
That's
has
a reach.
Delayed has a bad sting to it. Like they know it was a bad game.
I'm going to tell you, this is going to have a bigger stink to it than Delayed.
No,
Jet
I
fuel
reckon...
can't melt steel beams.
What?
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. He's right.
Wow, we are really going the wrong direction with this podcast.
You want to know the best part about that? I'm so tired. I went to say jet fuel can't melt loot boxes, and my brain gave up on the creative part of the phrase. I apologize.
I don't get the reference.
Oh, it's just conspiracy theories about 9/11.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Floppy,
Game Club! Look! Everyone, look! It's a distraction. Game Club, Floppy. What's the Game Club?
My friend Rachel has a laminator.
Okay, thanks
And
for that.
that's the phrase we have used for the last 20 years to change the subject because it completely kills the last conversation.
I thought it was your safe word.
That is a heck of a safe phrase.
Floppy, what's Game Club?
We do have Game Club. Game Club is where the four of us here, and I believe, is there another tier to it? And a producer Patreon tier, which has allowed Townsy and Dylan the Villain to pick some games that we would like everyone else to experience and play and then give some feedback on. These might be games that are old, new, unheard of, popular, as long as they hold some kind of importance to us. We've played many over the last few months. Recently, as in this week, potentially just today, we played a Brayden pick, which was Dicey Dungeons.
Except for me.
Didn't we all?
Didn't we, Anto?
Who got here today and was like, so, did everyone remember to play Balatro?
And we went,
Floppy,
no,
no.
because that's not the game.
No, you got to remember to play Balatro at all times.
And Ben, did you play Dicey Dungeons?
I did not. I have been very busy this week.
Rude.
I would actually love, just very quickly, Anto, had you played any of Balatro before this?
Nope.
What did you think of Balatro then?
Is it Balatro or
It's a good time.
Balatro?
Balatro,
It's a good time. I don't fully understand it, but it's a good time.
It's a
and
good time.
I'd be keen to play more other than like the panics. Oh shit, I've got to play it before.
On his phone on the way here.
Yeah.
You could just put it in your list, Brayden. You're down to like one game.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Okay,
true.
Brayden, would you like to say why you chose Dicey Dungeons and what it means to you?
So, I chose Dicey Dungeons because I think it is a really accessible and really cute and fun little roguelike, which I don't play a lot of.
I don't think I like roguelikes.
Yeah, well, I mean, but like you loved Hades, didn't you?
I did love Hades, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Hades is the killer of that phrase because I think, I mean, also this game as well, also Balatro is also a roguelike basically where you're just trying to go through and complete a run.
Balatro sounds like a villain in like a Die Hard film.
Yeah, it does a bit.
Hans Balatro.
But I really loved Dicey Dungeons when I first saw it. I was immediately like, I really like the look of this Don't question the video. I've pulled up a video from when I first discovered.
Cool, because it just had gold member.
Yes, this is a YouTuber that is from the Yogscast, who actually, hilariously, I am wearing their shirt right now. It's a great little game. So you're basically, you play as a dice or die, and you have different options that you can do depending on what die you choose to play as. And that gives you different attacks and different weapons that you can access and use. The different amount of dice that you have.
Kind of like Yahtzee.
A little bit like Yahtzee, but as a dungeon crawler.
Yes.
It's don't mind the jumps. Don't
Was
worry.
that a giant...
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Shout out to Tom of the Yogscast. Classic. Good times.
Because he's a watcher.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm really curious to see what you thought of it, Floppy, because it is. I feel like it's a bit weird to learn initially.
I didn't find it too hard to... I will say, so I only played it today, but I gave it, a decent amount of time, actually.
A red hot go.
I will say it is not the style of game I would normally go towards. I like to sort of have a story, which this doesn't really sort of put across.
Yeah, not really.
It is more about the gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
I like to play either a person or a vehicle.
You don't want to play as a die?
You play as a die. I do like, but you have, different weapons that you've picked up, and then you can assign your dice rolls to different weapons because they have different buffs and things like that. So this is not normally a game I would like. It's still not a game I like. but it's a game I really, really appreciate. So although this is not one that I'll go back and play, I was really, really impressed with the clever, thoughtful use of the mechanics. Like it really, so you roll your dice and then you can assign them to different things. You've got reroll buffs so that you can... I was finding I was using reroll buffs to actually try and get lower scores on dice because then I can apply it to certain things that can only have a maximum dice roll, but then they get multipliers and to do more damage and things like that. That stuff is really, really clever and I think really, really well implemented. The gameplay story, I would zone out. I was doing other stuff and flicking through magazines while doing dice rolls and assigning to things.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I think it is the closest I would get to playing a mobile game.
Yeah?
And I can see it really working really well on that platform.
I actually don't know if it's on mobile. It might be.
I would be very surprised because it is very something you can just do on your phone while doing other things. Like, I thought that would be a really good use of it. But yeah, I think it is really well made. I think it's really cleverly designed. It's not aimed at me.
It is indeed on... You can play it on your phone.
There you go. But not being aimed at me is not something that's detrimental to the game. Like, it's really well done, perfect for other people. I can see Brayden loving it. I can see Anto really digging this.
Yeah, when I get the game right.
Yeah. Can't wait for you to play it accidentally next time.
No, I'll give it a go before next show on top of what else is done today.
I will give it a big shout out as well. I do love the art style. It's it's kind of like papercraft look to it. Like it's very very friendly cartoon vibes.
It's giving me snipper clips and the Plucky Squire sort of vibes. Yeah,
it's got that same energy.
I give it an 8 out of 10 for a game that's not aimed at me.
Nice.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sweet.
you
So
go.
it's time to choose the next one.
I really want it to be me because I've got so many good games on there.
It's between Floppy, Michael Towns, and Dylan the Villain. So I guess a 6-sided die?
As long as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 mean floppy.
And we'll go... So
Sorry, Townsy,
if we go... What is it? 1, 2, 3 is Floppy, Dylan, Townsy. And then 4, 5, 6 is Floppy, Dylan, Townsy.
All right, cool.
I love how you've done that in the strangest way possible. Let's go.
You couldn't just go 1 and 2 as floppy.
No.
3 and 4. Okay.
No.
Here we go.
Number 1!
There he is.
Sorry,
Okay.
Townsy and Dylan. I'm just really excited for
So we got-
all of you guys to play some of these games.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got one more that you can fit in there? So we
No,
can use
it's a 10-sided die.
So use 10-sided die.
All right, fine.
Now, would you like me to go through the options?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I'm so
Suspense.
excited. I'm
Floppy
so-
just wants to talk about all of them.
I do. I really do. I'm sorry. But
All right,
I'll
here we
take
go.
All right, go.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes!
Speed Racer!
All right, you guys are
Hell
playing
yeah.
Speed Racer, the game that comes included with Car Fu, not Kung Fu, Car Fu. This game is freaking awesome. It is a basic racing game which sounds boring, but you can battle your way through all the things like they do in the Wachowskis film. So doing flips and spins, and you've got carjacks, and it comes out on PS3, Wii, the 360. I have multiple copies, happy to lend them out.
I was about to
Please
ask,
do.
how will we be playing this?
Which one would you like?
I'll take the...
Well, how many copies do you have?
Yeah.
I think I've got 2 or 3.
Okay, if you have 3,
Yeah.
keep one for yourself, lend them to Ben
I've
and
played
Brayden.
this thing so much, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
look at this game. It has got beautiful artwork considering, the time that it came out. I think it looks great. Have we got some gameplay footage?
No.
I
None
can find
recorded
some.
in history.
So on, say, the PlayStation controller, you would using bumpers to do spins, another button to do a jack, and then you can jack to throw yourself up into the air and spin and whack people out of the way. Oh.
Do you often jack to throw yourself
You
up
can
in the
jack
air?
and
and-
whack
I
people, huh?
do that all the time, regardless of what game I'm playing. But yeah, Townsy in the chat, F-Zero, it's very F-Zero, not quite as fast. But it's captured the colours and everything of the 60s cartoon and the Wachowskis film as well. The design elements from that. It's just crazy tracks, over the top sort of visuals. Such a good fun time. And it's not too hard. It's very arcadey, quite easy and basic controls. You can do that thing where they skid along the edge. Oh, so excited. Very excited for
All
everyone
I
to
can
play
say, he's gaining on you, so you better look alive.
this.
Busy revving up his powerful Mach 5.
Can't wait for everyone to play this. Or the Mach 6 in that shot.
Well, we're playing Speed Racer. That'll be a fun time for someone.
Wow. Someone just hates fun.
Yeah. I think it's well documented.
Proud of it. You'll wear that badge.
Brayden,
Hello.
you had an idea for a topic.
I had an idea for a topic. Do I have a pitch for it? No, but we'll figure that out as we go.
Sweet.
So, Ben,
I've got 2.
this week, and by this week, I mean, I think yesterday, Ben, shout out in the Discord of us working on this show. Hey, who's got an idea for a topic? We throw around some ideas. Nothing's really sticking. I throw out completely randomly, if you had to pitch a new game for a franchise that's in a completely different genre than what it has normally been. I think my example was a Metal Gear Solid grand strategy game. That was my example to
So
explain
basically,
the premise.
we're pitching so just to make it a bit more SEO friendly,
Get it, Ben.
we're pitching a remake in a different genre.
I was
Or
not
just a
doing
new
remake.
installment in a different genre for a series that
Yeah,
already
but people
exists.
love the word remake, so we've
Alright.
got to get that.
Okay.
Okay, I can tune mine to that.
All right, who wants to go first? Brayden wants to go last.
Yeah,
I'll go.
please.
I'll take one of mine first.
All right, no, do both yours.
Well, no, we'll mix them up. We'll take turns.
All right.
My first idea, which I got literally about 30 seconds after seeing Brayden's post. Don't know why. It's the quickest I've ever come up with anything creative. I was looking at... I was literally flicking through Xbox games at the time. And I'd seen Forza. Mm-hmm. I'm like, racing game. What can you do as a different genre? And I was like, what about all the people that go into the support crew of the Forza Horizon games? So you can drive, say, through service stations to repair your car. Mm-hmm. You can have mechanics where you can alter your car. I want to build a game where you are the pit crew, the mechanics, the car dealership people, almost like a Civilization town building game where you start out with, say, one little service station and you have to build up a crew there where all the people racing come to you and then you can do jobs for them, earn more money if you do a great job to be able to expand your business, almost like a Sims style game, to then bring in different shops, different dealerships in different areas of the country to be able to bring in more races from the Forza games and run. Basically, you're the support crew. You're the NPCs from the Forza games.
I do like the idea of it basically being like a level of like pit crew and management.
Yeah, so you can have part mechanic sim, where you could have to go in and do simulated fix-ups on their cars before they drive back out. And you can have the car dealerships where you can offer good deals, do good sort of paint things like maybe sort of vinyl wraps and things like that to make them more appealing to racers.
I seem to think, and it's not exactly this, but there was a Commodore 64 game where the emphasis, yes, it was racing, but it was more on the pit crew and tuning your
There
car.
very well could be. I never had a Commodore 64.
I mean, I'm not saying that there is. It's just ringing a bell.
And then you can go into track design, like areas of it. So it's basically a Sims, like almost like a Sim City style thing. But you're opening businesses to be able to generate cash, but you can control those businesses as well. Mm-hmm. Everyone seems really unimpressed. I thought it was great.
No, I think it's super interesting.
Just racing games.
Racing? No, but you're not doing any racing in the game.
It's from a different perspective. Like,
yeah, you're not doing any racing. It's Sim City management.
Yeah, like it's dealing with like the logistical challenges of running something like Forza as an event. Like, it's a super weird take because it would be like playing Football Manager or something, but obviously just the topic is different.
But the topic's different, and you actually would get to do, say, design. So you would design cars, you would design tracks. You would promote things and say maybe make bids to get races into your city.
Forza, The Sims,
and you could take it online, and everyone can have their own cities, and people and races are they're all vying to get the races to their city to earn more cash flow to be able to make their racing scene bigger.
Can you buy microtransaction currency in it?
Sure, why not?
It's just been approved by EA.
And you could like build legitimate racetracks, and you could have like an underground circuit as well that you can promote. And one of them gets you less money, but you're all cool with the law. One of them might have, you have to hold things surreptitiously, so that the law doesn't know that you're holding underground things and raid your businesses.
I think that's a sick idea.
I'm down with that. That was my first idea.
That was your first one? All right. Anto.
So my two ideas are for one game, but the genres are different in both. So I would pitch a Mass Effect title, which...
So is this a continuation of Mass Effect?
No, this is a straight-up remake based on Ben's suggestion, but it's a remake for SEO reasons.
It doesn't have to be.
But no, we're going to go with it because it's still interesting. So, Brayden, can you pull up gameplay footage from a title called Contra Hardcore?
Okay.
It's not hardcore as one word, it's hard... CORPS as the second word.
Okay.
Corpse.
Yeah, that. I'm pretty sure this was a game that came out like late 2000s, maybe early 2010s. It was a digital-only title on PS3 and Xbox Arcade. It's a Contra game, so side-scrolling platform shooter. Maybe it's not this one. It was like a futuristic-y one. Either way, it would be like a super high-detailed pixel art, like tight-as-nails action platformer, but in the Mass Effect universe. So you could do it so that it's just the campaign from the first Mass Effect redone in that style of gameplay, because the aesthetic is there, the character design is there, like you've got interesting like abilities. There's people who've got like biotic psychic abilities, people who are master hackers, stealth experts. Like it's ripe for abuse for different genres.
Ripe for abuse.
So yeah,
my dating profile says.
It's amazing that EA don't already think that of Mass Effect right now.
Yeah, they're too busy alienating Dragon Age fans.
But so are you still playing as Shepard?
Yeah. So
and doing a side-scrolling action platform?
Yeah. So you would just take the existing plot from Mass Effect.
So basically a demake.
Yeah, like a demake.
Would you still have relationships in there?
Hell
yes.
yeah.
Because here's where the pitch gets weird. So it would, on the surface...
Hot coffee?
It would, on the surface, be just an action platformer shooter kind of thing.
Right.
But the story is still presented in such a way that you get to interact with, like, NPCs throughout different maps. You get to talk to people. You get to talk to your squad in between missions and develop those relationships still. But it's done in a visual novel style setting.
Oh man, honestly, you've sold a lot of people on that.
Exactly. The other suggestion is basically the same thing.
You're going to change the camera angles back, or
no? So my second suggestion: take everything I just said, except for the whole 2D side-scrolling action platformer bit, and make it a top-down isometric tactical shooter like XCOM.
Ooh, yes.
Same plot, same decisions, same story. Just make it an XCOM game, or like Marvel. What was it called?
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You could put the vehicle... What's the vehicle you drive around in Mass Effect?
The Mako.
The Mako. The Mako.
Yeah.
You could put that in there then as well.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going isometric or top-down fully?
So it'd be like what we're
Like
seeing
that?
now as far as like gameplay. It would be like isometric
You could do
tactical shooting.
Or you could do it also as a strategy game. You could do it like a Command and Conquer style where you can have the team.
Or that, yeah.
The Shepard team.
Yeah. Again,
Ooh.
ripe for abuse.
Once again. No.
EA, get on it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's a sick idea.
Ben, do you have an idea?
Yeah, so I was saying before, I had an idea that I had in my head for years, and I wanted to see this game.
Okay.
And
I'm
I thought,
curious.
oh, cool! This is the time I can hash it out and start throwing out my pitch, and hopefully someone likes it. and
Marshmallow?
No, not Marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
So basically, what I wanted to see was a Street Fighter game, but
In general.
yeah, whatever.
They've made them.
Wait, there's more.
Okay.
Street Fighter game, but it's an open world, and it's kind of like an RPG, but when you come across someone, it suddenly switches to a 2D, and you fight a traditional Street Fighter game. So instead of having an RPG system, it's like a fighter system. Then I realized that's basically what the one-player thing in Street Fighter 6 is.
Yeah, but the one in Street Fighter 6
And Kakarot.
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't played it yet, so I can't comment.
What would you be able to pick main characters, or are you picking a main character that you're going through as?
I don't know. So as soon as I realized that...
Flesh it out, mate.
No. As soon as I realized this game already exists,
Yeah.
I ditched it. I stopped the thoughts.
okay.
I have another one.
Cool story.
And I'm very excited about this one.
Oh, good.
So, Metal Gear Solid fighting game.
Okay.
So picture this. You know the end of Metal Gear Solid 4?
Where
Yes.
there's just the...
With
When
you
it's
and- you and-
Snake and
yeah.
Ocelot
On
on top of the Metal Gear.
on top of the Metal Gear, yeah.
Fucking that. But
Fucking that. Well, that's a different game.
but you get to choose your fighter and whatnot, and it's a traditional like Tekken.
I was going to say Tekken
yeah,
based.
yeah, Tekken
Oh,
or Street
so
Fighter,
in.
Solid Snake Metal Gear fighting game.
That's great.
The final boss, you fight Kojima.
For fuck's sake.
But
What a way to ruin
We
a
should have
game.
seen this coming.
But when you defeat Kojima, you realize that there's strings attached to him, much like Master Hand in Smash Brothers. And you realize he's being controlled all along and he's not necessarily evil. So the actual final boss that you fight is just the Konami logo.
I was about to joke and say the logo.
I
but
was
that's
hoping
great.
you were going to say Senator Armstrong.
No. But all that aside, like a meta as heck Metal Gear Solid fighting game, basically like Metal Gear 4.
So, are you going to have, say,
so
different stages that you fight on, depending on the
yes,
character that
absolutely.
you pick?
Absolutely.
Helipad from Shadow Moses.
All right,
And-
yeah, I want to go through this. What would Solid Snakes be?
What, the
Well,
level?
Shadow
or-
Moses. Shadow Moses.
Shadow
All right,
Moses,
what would
absolutely.
Revolver Ocelots be?
Fucking anywhere because he's rad.
Revolver Ocelot, though. If you have to
Oh,
pick one.
Revolver. Oh,
Revolver.
back Snake Eater.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
okay.
would have to be the canyon you fight him in.
No, on the drawbridge.
The drawbridge,
Yeah, on the drawbridge where...
Okay, Sniper Wolf.
The snowfields.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Who else are we going to go with?
Raiden.
Oh, where would you
Oh,
put
you'd
Raiden?
have to be on one of the
On the side of one of the buildings from the end of MGS2.
yeah,
Yeah. Or
or on one of the
Or-
walkways.
in that village where he's fighting Vamp in Metal Gear Solid 4,
Yeah,
and you're just surrounded by the geckos.
Okay, Brayden, we get it. Michael Townsend live chat has said Jeff Keighley is the announcer. No.
That's great.
No.
What about? Can you play as Big Boss? Where are you going to be as Big Boss?
Oh, the flower fields. Oh, wait, no.
No,
We're talking
no.
the boss or Big Boss?
The boss would be the flower fields.
Yeah.
Yep,
Big boss would be in the freaking cemetery before he dies.
Oh,
He can like
There is
smash his
so
head
many
against the tombstone.
Can you play as Otacon?
Otacon's a secret character.
Yeah,
There you
he's
can
just
get-
remote controlling a Metal Gear.
Yes.
That's great.
Like, he
So
just
he's-
stands like the
that's-
Pokemon
he's
trainer in
controlling-
Smash.
Yeah.
He's controlling an android, and
Yeah.
he's off to the side.
Oh,
with a
we need to
remote
write
control.
this shit down. Okay, Meryl, where are you going to fight?
She'd have to be in Shadow Moses or something.
She
Surely.
has to be
Yeah,
in one of the
she'd
cells
have-
and she's in her underwear.
No, she'd have
she
to
dropped
be...
down from the vent.
It'd have to be in that set of like office cubicles where you find her and
Yeah.
she runs out of the room before you fight Mantis.
Oh, and the stage can be running in between the three rooms, like the office, the hallway, and the bathroom.
Yeah. So like you have Tekken style transitions where you smash them through a boundary and you end up in like a different
Yeah,
room.
like Injustice, where you smash them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is cool. Special moves. Are you going to have weapons, or are they going to have special abilities?
See, I think they'd have their own individual move set, but it would have to be weapons because you don't really have
CQC and
that sort of mumbo jumbo type stuff.
So I think it would have to be like Tekken 6, where everyone did physical fighting based on like a particular style, and then you've got like a special input command where they all pull out a signature weapon.
Yep.
So Snake would pull out the SOCOM or like the
Yep.
Nikita launcher.
Yep.
Raiden would just fully like anime transform into his Metal Gear Rising form and cut you up for a bit.
And Quiet
be
would just
sick.
like be wearing a bikini.
Quiet would just sit there and photosynthesize and torn up tights and be all tragic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Revolver Ocelot would have a special move and then
So
fire out a volley of bullets.
the one thing I couldn't decide on it would be would it just be like, say for example, Solid Snake, and you get to choose Old Snake or David Heller, or like, would you choose the skin basically that you're wearing, or are they individual characters in this fighting game?
I would say for consistency's sake, you keep the same character,
Different skins
but
from
you
different
get
games.
different skins. Because if you go the Dragon Ball route and have 180 fucking characters, balance becomes impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, if Dragon Ball can do it,
I just had a great idea.
Yeah.
You can play as the end, and as long as you do not touch the controller, the other person gets bored and leaves.
See, this is what I thought, and I couldn't come up with quite the gimmick, but Psycho Mantis,
Yep.
your person whose opponent, the controllers switch.
Oh, yes. So your controller...
But they switch at any random time.
yes.
So you're playing, and then all of a sudden the controllers switch, and you're playing, and you're, oh no, I'm gonna...
Or depending on who you're playing against, his abilities affect you differently. So, like, if you're playing against someone like who's playing Meryl, he takes full control of her and makes her start beating herself up on the person's inputs.
Or if you're playing as Snake, maybe he reverses your controls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he still controls the same, but yours...
Yours are reversed, so you have to... Yeah.
Man, what a great game.
Okay, I've got one more character that I want to throw out there.
All right.
Colonel Campbell.
Yep.
But it's not Colonel Campbell, it's the AI from 2. And his special move is, I need scissors, 61. And it just makes the second player die immediately.
So that's what I want to see.
That's such a good idea.
A great idea.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool.
I have one more, but it's not as cool as that. Actually,
oh, how do you think I feel? I just came up with one on the spot. Christ.
okay, I've got one more. This is something I was having a quick conversation with a friend of the show, V to the Z, today. And I was talking about this, and I was saying about sort of my idea. And then...
Sorry, Michael Towns on the live chat just said,
Naked
Raiden
Raiden
can only kick.
because he's got his hands covering his...
That would be 100%. I'd be up for that one.
It's a whole different kind of swordplay.
And this was V's idea, but I thought we'll chuck it in there. Kirby game, but first-person shooter Doom style.
Oh my god.
So you've just got these little sort of Kirby arms in front of you running along, but then, a giant demon with a flamethrower comes out in front of you, so you inhale the shit out of that. All of a sudden, you get a little bit of the screen wobbles or something like that, and then you have the demon arms and you can spit fireballs, but for a period of time, until you're running along and then whoop, 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 flying up and over things. And then, of course, you get like maybe a flying skull, and you can inhale that and just demolish everyone as Kirby, who takes on Doom-style enemies.
Yeah?
That's pretty cool.
But first-person shooter style.
The chat's liking it. I like it.
Gritty Kirby, yeah.
So it's basically Metroid Prime, but Kirby?
Metroid Prime and Kirby, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
But with Doom's like full-on metal music and everything.
It would have to be like the
Like
Kirby
Doom-
music Doomified.
Kirby music, but done to the like heavy metal theme.
Yeah.
Like a heavy metal theme of Kirby music.
Yeah.
Set in like Doom Eternal style levels with
That's
those villains. And that amount
ridiculous.
of grossness, like Kirby just fucking demolishing people into piles of grotesque leftovers.
Yeah.
That'd
Hey,
be-
Brayden. What
Yep.
you got?
That's a bit more wholesome than that. I was going to suggest, and Nintendo, you can take this and make $1 bajillion, don't worry. You can contact the Pokemon company, tell them, hey, this one's an easy swing at the bat. You can take a Pokemon game, and you can take the visuals of a Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee type vibe,
I'm on board.
and you can combine that, I would honestly say, pretty easily.
Are you about to say give them guns?
Oh, no, I wish. That would have been way funnier shit. No, straight up, make a Pokemon Animal Crossing. What are you doing?
I'm in.
If they made Animal Crossing but with Pokemon, and it's just the Pokemon world, but with all the game mechanics of Animal Crossing.
I think that's just Pokemon.
Well, I mean, like, but just...
No, but in this one, you can actually put the Pokemon to slave labor.
So
No.
you can get them to build things like
Yeah.
like
You're
in Warcraft when you get all the
thinking
little
of the
peons.
one with the guns. That's that one.
So you get the peon.
No, it's not, Brayden. I hate to break it to you, buddy. No, it's not.
I think a blending of like Pokemon Let's Go style visuals and like the gameplay of that meets Animal Crossing, just a hybrid of both.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm in.
Man,
I mean,
miss
like,
Animal Crossing.
it's the, and that's the thing. Like Townsy's just said in the chat, and it's very funny. Bidoof Town, and if you could do that. You could make your entire, and you're not making an island or anything. You're making a town, like a Pokemon town, and it's your own, and it's got all the Pokemon like exploring and crawling through. They've got like random events where like a big one will come through, and like everyone's like, "Oh my god, did you see that giant Charizard fly by or whatever?" And like you can have Mr. Mime in your house if that's what you want.
So would you have to like build the Poke Center and then decide what goes in there, what they have for sale?
So 100%. Your Poke Center would be like your town hall. Like,
I've got a proposition to add into this game idea.
go for it.
What if every new save file you start, you're matched up with 9 other players, and it's 9 specifically.
Okay.
Wait, no, 8 other players.
Yep.
So that 7 of them also have to create a town. So you've got 8 towns to go to and 8 gym badges to get.
Okay.
And then one person gets to storm through those other worlds as the Pokemon hero.
Oh my god, that's really funny.
It's like a battle royale, but on a smaller, more intimate scale.
And you
That's
all have to pay the mortgages.
And it's hours and hours of work for just getting smashed by this one player.
Yeah.
Bless. But yeah, that's my quick idea that I came up
Would you
with.
still battle?
That's the thing. I kind of don't want there to be battles.
No, you want to be the collecting.
Yeah, I want it to be way more wholesome than the fighting.
Well, Brayden, let me introduce you to a game called Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah, you've got me there.
It's very wholesome.
But and you can make, and that's the thing. If you've been on the internet, people love these like gym leaders art and like the characters that the Pokemon games have. If you're having the other people in your town all be, or this brand new set of like 80 gorgeously rendered original new Pokemon characters with like awesome outfits and cool like gimmicks and like leaning into like one thing or another, like people would be all over that. I'm thinking like Hades style art on like a pop-up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a Hades Pokemon game.
Pick a Pokemon and tear through the layers.
Yeah.
Scyther.
Yes, Scyther.
Machop.
Green, Machop.
Yeah.
Oh, the different movesets are different Pokemon. So you have your Scyther, but then you've also got your Machop, but then you've also got your Trubbish.
No, no one has Trubbish.
Trubbish is great.
No, Trubbish and Vanillite. D tier. F tier. F means fuck off, they're ridiculous.
Tune in for Ben's live stream where he ranks every single Pokemon.
I will.
I think we should personally do a Pokemon Smash or Pass, honestly.
Oh, what was that?
No, Anto, for the last time.
That's a floppy stream.
Stop asking.
to be a
We're
floppy
never
stream.
doing it.
I
Why
missed
not?
that one. What
Towns has
was
already
it?
mentioned Vaporeon Harem.
Oh boy.
Hang on, what was it?
Floppy.
Like a Pokemon dating game?
Yeah.
Floppy, we're going to get you to go through and rank every single Pokemon based on whether or not you would smash or pass.
Do it now. Let's bring them.
No.
Bring me up a
There's
couple.
like 900 of them.
Nah,
No, there's over 1,000 now.
Bring me up
my
3.
God.
Just give me 3. Give me the 3 hottest.
All right, give him Trubbish. Give him Vanillite. Give
No,
him
no.
Gardevoir.
I'm going to... Wait.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Mime canonically has like a humiliation fetish because he's like Ash's mum's house servant and sleeps on the floor and
Now,
eats from
Mr.
the floor.
Mime doesn't talk, right?
He says Mr. Mime.
Mime.
So he can call you Mister.
And what are my choices? Smash or pass?
Yep.
Do I have to hit a specific amount of both?
No.
Or pass on Mr. Mime? Nah, too annoying on morning after.
Morning after.
Well, you just give him a cab home.
Make you coffee.
Just be yapping away. Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime.
No, it's too clingy. Jesus. All right, give me one more.
All right, Brayden, you got Gardevoir there?
Yeah, I was going straight to it because that's what you said earlier.
Yep. Here we go.
Okay, Floppy, you ready?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, smash in a heartbeat.
You and the rest of the internet.
Easy.
Look up Rule 34
No,
Gardevoir.
do not.
Hey, hang on a second. It's your
I
computer.
need to know. What is Rule 34?
No, there are some very, very horny people who like Pokemon out there.
I got one more, Brayden. Baneri. Or the
Oh,
evolution
no!
of Baneri.
No, oh no!
What was that last one called?
Baneri.
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir.
Oh, Gardevoir. Yeah.
Gardevoir. All right, who we got now?
Okay.
Baneri.
You got Oh my god, I haven't seen this Pokemon in ages.
Here we go.
Jeez. Oh, wow. I got a 404 on that one. So give me a sec as I find another image of it. Oh my god.
This could be a whole session. Why are we not doing this?
What, Floppy smashes Pokemon or not?
Yeah!
Oh, God.
Imagine the views we'd get on that one. All the sick little puppies out there.
Sick little puppies, indeed.
That's not a Pokemon, is it?
A Spider-Man game.
You ready, Floppy?
Yeah, mate, give it to me. Oh, you know what? What's this one called?
Baneri.
Baneri. What was the last one called?
This is Lopunny.
Yeah, Lopunny's
sorry,
the
Lopunny.
one. Yeah.
Love Honey and Gardevoir.
Yeah.
Yep.
You give me them two with Mr. Mime serving us drinks all night, man. I'm down. That is a night to remember. Look at that.
Technically bestiality, right?
I mean, maybe.
I guess it depends on how much personality
I mean,
they have.
everyone knows you choose Ditto.
No.
Because it can become anything.
Yeah.
No, it's got the two weird beady little eyes. Can't
I
do that.
live for the dead air that was after, like, Ben being like, come on, guys. Like, totally, right?
Right? We all go Ditto, right? We all go the pink pile of goo.
I know someone who resembles a Ditto way too much, then that's not a place I would ever go.
I just got their profile picture up.
Surprisingly, thought that was them for a second.
Oh, dear.
Wow, what have we become? You
Oh,
don't know video
nothing
games.
great.
No. Well, it's time to play Do They Know Video Games, but we've got a bit of spare time. Do we want to talk about the retro challenge before we dive
We should
into
talk
that?
about the retro challenge. So we are doing, some of us are doing a retro challenge. Where we, at the beginning of the year, we started off with $20 each. We are buying, selling, trading items that we have bought as long as they are 15 years older. So 2009 and older.
Sorry.
No.
I've missed something.
Continue.
Patreon goal, Ben gets a Lopunny cosplay outfit.
And then we play We Dare. Anyway, so we buy, sell, and trade things that are at least 15 years or older. And at the end of the year, you guys are going to vote on who's got the coolest stuff that they started out with $20 from. And after that, we auction all of our wares off, and all of that money goes to Beyond Blue to help wonderful people who need help.
Floppy's winning so far, by the way.
Well, no, winning is who gets
It's
voted.
not winning, it's charity.
Yeah, but if charity was a game,
So
Floppy would be winning.
On the weekend, night before we set up for the toy fair, I was dropping my children home. They live in the Barossa. I was driving home down the freeway, and I got a message. And I immediately turned straight off the freeway, across paddocks and fields and everything.
up?
And went straight to a gentleman's house and picked up a boxed GameCube.
How'd you get the message if you were driving, Floppy?
My car reads it out.
Oh, good one.
And then I can reply audibly and it to text as well.
Good cover.
Yeah.
Well done.
It
got a
comes up
cover,
with
mate.
the immediate default notification tone, which says, Floppy, we got a box for you.
That's the one. That could be anything. And so I got a boxed GameCube. I got a bunch of games to go with it, and they were for Retro Challenge. I also bought a bunch of stuff off him myself, including a boxed GameCube controller, which turned out having the different color in it, so that had things to go. I bought some GameCube games. I bought a couple of Master System control sticks. I think that was it. Oh, and a Terminator 2 Mega Drive game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, stick out to the collection. But yeah, I then, about 48 hours later, not even, sold the GameCube and the games to Ben
And me.
Hi.
and Anto and a gentleman at the fair. So Ben can fund his Killer Instinct thing.
Fun
And
his
Anto
addiction.
so Anto can play F-Zero over there. Yeah, it was a really good deal. He was really good, happy. He was really happy to sort of move it all on as one bundle. So that's left me with, if I remember correctly, which I don't, in my kitty for the Retro Challenge,
What Pokemon's that?
In my
Skitty.
kitty.
I now have $497
Woo! Wow,
Oh,
that's
that's
excellent.
good.
plus things that I haven't sold, which is 2 Indiana Jones VHSs, a Thundercats annual, and a Yoshi's Touch and Go on DS, which is cartridge only.
Oh, well, they'll get something on Marketplace.
Yeah.
Real life's got in the way this year, so I haven't been as diligent. So I think I'm on about $160. I haven't bought anything to sell. I've still
I only bought things for yourself. I mean the cool stuff.
Anto, how are you going?
I have an actual $60 to spend. I sold my little Japanese 70s flying saucer spark action toy at the toy fair to Osti.
Nice.
So I've got $60 actual and a speculative $90 because I've got someone interested in the Samurai X VHS that I bought to move it on.
Is that a $90 VHS?
Yes.
That's cool.
Brayden.
I actually, so at the moment, my my total for charity so far, unless I then spend it and then sell more, is around 150.
Nice.
Nice.
With the stuff that I've sold so far. Comic and Toy Fair helped with that. Love it. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled, but otherwise, it's $150 charity, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah.
But hopefully, we can make it more.
Yeah, I mean, well, bit of quick maths. It's like
Not so quick.
It's
Quick
like
mash.
It's like over $500. Thanks,
Yeah.
Floppy.
There you go. Over $500. Thanks, Floppy.
Yeah, all right, look, as long as I sell that stuff, I got to buy more stuff and sell that. Maybe I can get more.
All right. Speaking of getting more, it's time to get some more quiz happening.
Get some more quiz happening.
So it's time to...
on your face.
No, it's not called that anymore.
Oh, sorry.
It's called Do They Know Video Games?
You know, video games.
In which we have 4 multiple choice questions about video games. I will read out the question and then followed by 4 possible answers. Once I've finished the questions, the first person to yell out their name gets first crack at answering it correctly. If they do, they get a point. If they don't, they don't get a point. And it goes to the other people. So the standings thus far are Jazz on 1, Andrew on 3, Ben on 6, Zach on 8, Anto on 15, Brayden on 18, and Floppy on 19.
That is too close. Makes my butt pucker.
So here we go.
I have that effect on people.
I have my quiz book here. Brayden, say stop.
Stop.
Okay. Anto, choose between 246 and 253.
246.
246.
You're allowed to choose any numbers between those. It wasn't just one of those two, was it?
Oh, I thought you meant choose between 246 and 253. I didn't realize I could name something in between.
Of course you can.
247.
No, too late. You've already said 246. Okay. In arcade mode in Disney Cars Meta National Championship,
Oh no, I didn't play that one. I played the normal Disney cars.
what is the first course available to play? Is it A, Radiator Spring Circuit, B, Ornament Valley Circuit, C, Tafflin Pass Circuit, or D, none of the above?
Floppy.
Yes, Floppy?
Ornament Valley.
Hang on, I gotta find the answer.
Is this where I have the music?
Dun, 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 dun. What one did you say?
Ornament Valley.
Incorrect.
Anto.
Yes, Anto.
D.
None of the above? Incorrect.
Damn.
Floppy.
Brayden.
Is it Radiator Springs?
It's goddamn Radiator Springs, baby!
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's a tie.
I thought that was going to be too obvious.
Shit. So I didn't
Sorry,
play-
Floppy, you've seen the book. It's like for a 5th grader. Of course it's going to be obvious.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
I'm so used to you writing them. though.
I didn't play this one. I played this one that we just talked about, the Meta National.
That is great.
I played the normal one, which was just the retelling of the movie, the game. It was pretty good. I remember really enjoying it.
I kind of want to play this.
Yeah,
I
this
mean-
looks not too bad.
Like, I remember the Cars game being good on PS2. So, you know.
You found all the parts to make
Make-
Monster McQueen.
Bring them back to
Are you ready
Luigi.
for
I just
Monster
immediately pictured Luigi.
There's Monster McQueen.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey.
Where was this in the film?
This movie freaks me out. Incidentally, do you know how much the VHS of Cars is worth?
A lot.
Like $5-6 grand.
Is it like one of those like
Are you
last
saying I should sell
VHSs?
mine?
I think it what? Really?
Nah.
But no, it's very. I think it was the last VHS made.
We
That's
did
why.
have it on we had it on VHS when my older lads were younger.
Yep.
But it wasn't worth anything at that point.
No, nothing ever is at that point.
No.
Damn that point. Okay, next question comes from Townsy, Michael Towns. Much like the Nintendo DS and Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo Switch contains a magical touchscreen. What happens on the Nintendo Switch menu if you tap the screen with the tip of your finger compared to a larger finger surface area. Sorry, I just like the idea of a larger finger surface area.
Just a larger thing.
So using the tip of your finger or going
As opposed to the pad of your finger.
A, you can change between the light and dark menu theme. B, the tapping sound effect changes pitch. C, the volume can be controlled. The volume can be controller without button input. I think it's supposed to be controlled. Or D, Nintendo sue you.
Floppy.
Yes, Floppy.
It's B.
B, tapping sound. You are correct.
Just
Do you
a
know that for
little
fact?
tapping sound.
Yes, I do. Only because my Nintendo friend my friend that works for Nintendo told me.
Oh,
a
really?
long time ago.
Were they also related to you as the brother of your parent?
What?
Your uncle?
Who works for
No,
Nintendo?
he
Works for Nintendo.
Oh, okay. No, I happen to know someone that works for Nintendo.
Nice.
in SA.
Okay, here we go. Real tough one.
Oh.
What hasn't Sonic worn?
Clothes. Pants.
A, socks. B, gloves. C, glasses. Or D, a crown.
Anto.
Yes, Anto?
Socks.
Correct!
What? No.
Really?
Aren't they?
Swear he has socks on all the
No.
time.
They're
No.
built into his shoes.
They're part of his shoe.
Oh my god.
Canonically.
So his socks are part of his shoe?
No. His shoe, that is his shoe. His shoe is that design.
Like the red, like the white sort of bit that looks like a folded sock at the top is just part of a shoe.
Who's
Guys,
decided this? Because I reckon when they drew it as socks and someone else
guys,
has just
guys,
decided.
the internet is proving you wrong right now. Sonic is socks.
Okay, last one comes from Dylan the Villain.
Oh,
Okay. In 2007, a publisher named Data Design Interactive released a whole bunch of Wii shovelware with games including Gingerbread Man, which were built from the assets from a scrap game that DDI lost the license to. From which platforming series? Was it A, Crash Bandicoot, B, Gex, C, Zool, or D, Bubsy?
Anto.
Yes, Anto?
Pretty sure it was a Jaguar title, and I'm pretty sure it was Zool.
I'm pretty sure you are correct.
Zool? What is Zool?
So, from memory, it's like a mascot platformer, and I'm fairly certain there was like Chupa Chups branding
close.
in it.
What?
Yeah, it was a really weird one.
Weird.
Yeah, look it up. Like, bring it up on screen because it's so strange.
How do I spell Zool?
Zool.
Z-O-O-L.
Yeah.
Just like in Ghostbusters.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
I'm the Keymaster.
Yeah, like I remember, I think it's the first level, just looks like a Chupa Chups or like a Jelly Bean Factory exploded.
It does
It's
look like
generic
a-
as fuck.
That is very generic.
There you go.
Yeah. And this is where the Gingerbread Man stuff. Like,
However,
assets and
the Gingerbread
things were
Man?
influenced from.
The-
There you go, Chupa Chups.
It is
see?
legitimately Chupa Chups.
The artwork for this game is awesome from memory.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like the actual cartoon.
The actually cover,
design.
the cover art is
I
brilliant.
say, because the game art is okay.
No, I mean, it's not bad. It's not
No,
great.
I wouldn't say it's awesome.
As far
completely-
as sprite work goes, it's not bad, but this was touted as like a 64-bit like Nintendo 64 competitor.
Yeah,
So
well, good luck, guys. Good luck with that.
yeah, like I said, generic as all hell, but yeah.
So, at the end of that round of Do They Know Video Games, Jazz on 1, Angie on 3, me on 6, Zach on 8, Anto on 17, Brayden on 19, and Floppy still just barely in the lead on 20.
Hanging in.
Just
That gap's
hanging in there.
closing.
Just hanging in, ready to pop out at any moment.
Oh, Jesus.
Floppy,
Yes, mate.
you don't know video games.
It's correct.
What
obviously.
do you know? What do you know?
I do know that I take photos of video games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can see them over at Floppy Plays Games.
Oh,
Along with all our cool little shorts that we've been doing now.
yeah.
And there's one that's just the top half of my head.
See how long
These
that
are
lasts.
all. If you go back to that, Brayden, so this is at Floppy Plays Games on Instagram, where I take the photos of all my cool pickups and stuff. Those are all of the Thundercats that I brought home from the toy fair. So you can see Lino top right, like I've got right here. Underneath Lino is Tigra, another one of the main Thundercats crew. Next to him, the big guy, is the ever-living Mumra. He is the evolved version of the bad dude, who's usually like this little skinny mummy that hides away, but he's a sorcerer and gets like dark magic to make him all big and powerful and just shits all over everyone. The guy above him
Defecates everywhere.
Yeah.
is a character from like comics, and I think a few of the episodes where it was like Mumra in disguise, I think it was. Or he was a bad guy that turned good guy. That is some Batman vehicles and a mask vehicle that I picked up to add to the collection. The games that I have here. And all of the Jurassic Park figures that I got, which were very, very cool. With Raptor and a Galamoma. Because that's how the kid says it in the movie.
Must move faster.
Yeah, must move faster. But yeah, that's where you can find me, Floppy Plays Games.
Anto!
Hello.
What do you want to talk about?
You can find me on Instagram over at final_fantasy. So fantasy, but instead of a second
Which one?
A, there's
Which
an
one
O.
are you pushing? By the way, I don't know which one to tag you in.
But I'm also on Hey It's Anto 1, which is there. I'm on both. I use both, kind of. I'm probably going to end up pushing this one more.
Okay.
The other ones, yeah.
Dying a death?
It's not dying. It's just I forget it exists.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'll basically just put everything over on this one. So all the Final Fantasy stuff will end up here. Similar to Floppy, I take pictures of the stuff that I pick up. Mostly focused on Final Fantasy stuff because, you know, anyone who's been listening for a while, it's my jam. Anyone who's new here, it's my jam. It's not going to get old anytime soon for me.
Does for us,
It
though.
does for these guys. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And at some point in the near future, I'm going to nail down the details with Floppy and the rest of the guys, Brayden, Ben, and Zach, and whoever else we have on the show as guests. I'm going to start not like nailing down a day to stream, but I will stream once a week, and I will sort of advertise that in advance on like our socials and stuff. And it will just be challenge modes. So if you're interested in watching someone bash their head against the wall of like Dark Souls 3 at level 1, that's what I'll be doing. Or I'll be
That's
doing
fun.
like speedruns of Castlevania and stuff like that. So,
I'll play fun things.
yeah, Floppy's going to do fun and weird stuff. I'm going to do the, if you like watching people with special interests do special interesty things, that's me.
Hell yeah.
Brayden!
Hi.
What's going on in your world?
My world, you can catch me at work. You can come support the lovely folks over at Greenlight Comics.
That reminds me of a story. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, you were at my work just before.
Correct.
You bought a book off me.
I did. Bought Alien.
Aliens. Floppy's deep in aliens right now.
And Pokemon, apparently.
But you can head over there. We put a bunch of stuff over on the blog, over on the pre-order form, which cuts off this Sunday. So unless you're live right now, you'll probably miss it. There's some cool stuff in there I actually just want to show because it's video game related. If I scroll down a little bit.
Is it the Mega Man stuff?
Not Absolute Batman?
So, Mega Man isn't ready for subscription yet, but I can put your name down for it if you want.
Yeah.
There's an ODB from... that's not what I was going to
That looks like Coolio.
And there, down here... we have Sonic Fang the Hunter, which is a original series. And then Knuckles' 30th anniversary.
Oh my god.
Why are you
Gets a
leaning off
one-shot.
camera?
Because I can't see through the ring light.
Oh.
That's fair. And this classic old school cover is very fun.
That's like literally from the Sonic 3 Mega Drive like art.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Casino Night Zone. That's so sick.
So yeah, you can head over there and have a good time. There's also this hilarious Walking Dead variant cover for the issue where Glenn pops.
Boo!
Oh, that was such a...
I legit
experience.
thought the art beneath that was not Avengers related. I thought that was like Joker from Persona 5.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Goddamn. But yeah.
Speaking of Brayden's work, this actually hasn't anything to do with your work, but it happened straight after I left your work.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a funny story. I went into the elevator to go up to the car park, and I got in the elevator, as did another gentleman, and then a businessman, and then a mum and her kids.
They all walked into a bar.
And I was in the back sort of corner, and I was going up to the top floor, so I just kind of flipped open my phone.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Thought I'd just go into a feed on Facebook and see what I'd been tagged in and stuff. You know, you flick through and little videos start to play. Mm-hmm. There was this really cool one that had kind of like an image of us really sort of sexy, cut, shirtless man in rubber gloves doing dishes.
Okay.
And then it would cut to Ellie from Jurassic Park getting her head turned around to be like, like she was really amazed to see this handsome man doing the dishes. And I thought, like, that's funny. She's amazed because there's a man doing the dishes. That's funny. You know, sometimes the music automatically plays if you haven't got it turned off on your browser. Mm-hmm. It had sexy porn music. So I'm in the corner of the elevator with my phone out. And all of a sudden it starts blaring out sexy porn music. And everyone just went, wow. And I was like, no, it's a Facebook thing. And I showed them all the video and how funny it was.
Think about their minds for like half a second when you just go to flick your phone around.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh my god, that's
and then because I just automatically went, no.
Oh, Floppy.
Just like hear like the muted guitar like
Oh, it
noise
was
coming out of your phone.
You should have just looked at him and gone, what?
I mean, just be like, yeah, it is. Oh, there was kids in there.
What do you do, Ben?
Super Retro Squad, where I go out every weekend. Anto's been out a couple of times. Also go out with Ghost Games. We look at stuff that is cool, and we buy it for most of the time very good prices.
What's the coolest thing you've found in a console?
In a console? Well, I think it's one of the. I think it was a PlayStation 2. I found a Sega Saturn game. Like, oh, okay.
Work.
No, I don't know what was
did
going on.
see that one.
And I think it I think I got it for like $20 or $30, and it was purely because I think they thought, oh, this doesn't work because you put the wrong game in there.
So VHS won't work in this DVD player.
And this is a very minuscule chance. It could have been that some Sega Saturn and PlayStation 1 games, if you put them in different systems that can play music CDs,
right,
you can often listen to like the game soundtrack from those discs.
Sure.
That is a very big
It's very unlikely that that's the case for that person, though.
Either way, I got a free game, so sweet.
What Sega Saturn game was it?
I can't remember. Probably one that I broke.
Probably some super rare one that you never heard of.
Panzer Dragoon Saga, the one that's worth like $7,000.
Yeah, in fact, that was it.
There was only one copy. No one could ever find it because it was stuck in a PS2.
That's right. I got it out. But you can also head over to, I was going to say Uncle Benjamin.
Uncle, hey, come see your Uncle Benji.
Uncle Benjamin. Mr. Benjamin.
Sit on me lap. Talk about first thing that pops up.
Jesus Christ, Floppy. Wow.
Oh, I'm a little tired.
So I post all the stuff that I buy with my money. That was my complete haul. Most of it you can see on the desk here, but that's a better picture of everything that I got.
That's cool stuff.
Yeah, I got some cool X-Men comics. I'm down to
as well.
95 X-Men comics.
Needed to complete the run.
Yep.
How many are in the run?
Volume 1 of Uncanny X-Men, I think there's like 556 or something.
And you're down to 90.
I'm at 95. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So that's my retirement plan. Like, my plan is when I retire, I want to be able to sit down and read the entire run of Uncanny X-Men.
And every single time you open one of the issues, it's just going to be like, rip.
Disintegrate.
Yeah, but I'll be dying, so who cares?
Oh, fair.
Like, I'll get my enjoyment out of it and then screw whoever
What happens
else
if you
comes
get to within like 3 issues of the end and then you're too old?
along. I'll haunt the comics as a ghost.
Haunt the comics?
I'll be a boo ghost.
I was just going to say.
So
if we
when
to
people
that
get it
point-
and they buy it and they open it up and they go to read it, I'm just going to sit behind them spoiling it. You know he dies in this issue.
3 pages from now.
Do you know Havoc is Scott Summers' brother? There's a third Summers brother as well, but you won't meet him for a good 20 years, and he's really shit,
really?
and they forget about him. Yeah, Vulcan.
No, I didn't read that.
Before that, he was going to be Adam X. Look up Adam X if you want a dose of the 90s in your eyeball. Adam X, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll give you a dose of the 90s in your eyeball.
Jesus.
And on that note, take us out, please.
Do we have an intro? Do you have an outro thing that you want to do for this show?
I'll give you an outro thing for the show.
We don't use that music anymore.
No, we don't.
Just press the button.
Do you want me to take...